November 2nd, 2004, the world held its breath. The polls were tight, tensions were high, and the future of American foreign and domestic policy stood at a tipping point. As the final results trickled in from Ohio, the pivotal battleground, a stunned silence turned to a collective gasp. News anchors began to confirm what few thought possible just hours earlier. Senator John Kerry had won the presidency, defeating incumbent President George W. Bush. It was a narrow victory, decided by razor-thin margins in key swing states. Kerry, a decorated Vietnam veteran and senator from Massachusetts, had pulled off the upset of the decade. Crowds erupted in Democratic strongholds. Bush, though stunned, gave a gracious concession speech, assuring the peaceful transfer of power. But what would this alternate future hold? Like and subscribe for more. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell for more history documentaries. Please watch the video till the end, as good interaction would help the performance of the video and the growth of my channel massively. Decisive factors. How Kerry won. In this alternate timeline, several key differences turned the tide for Kerry. Higher youth and minority turnout in Ohio and Florida, galvanized by dissatisfaction with the Iraq War and domestic issues. Improved ground game by the DNC, learning lessons from their 2000 loss. An October surprise, a more impactful revelation about the absence of WMDs in Iraq, leading undecided voters to question Bush's credibility. The immediate reaction. President Bush's concession was solemn but dignified. Many Republicans were dismayed, while Democrats celebrated what they saw as a new beginning. The media called it a political earthquake. Internationally, the reaction was largely positive. Many world leaders hoped Kerry would chart a more diplomatic path. Kerry's presidency, the first 100 days and beyond. Cabinet and governance. Kerry's cabinet was a blend of Clinton-era veterans and fresh faces. Richard Holbrooke was appointed Secretary of State, emphasizing diplomacy. Wesley Clark, the former NATO Supreme Allied Commander, became Secretary of Defense, signaling a strategic shift in military policy. Domestic agenda. Kerry prioritized healthcare reform, environmental regulation, and economic stimulus. His proposed American Health Choices plan laid the foundation for expanded healthcare access, though it faced stiff opposition in Congress. Social issues. Kerry repealed Don't Ask, Don't Tell by executive order in 2006, years earlier than in our timeline. He supported civil unions for same-sex couples, but stopped short of endorsing full marriage equality at the time. Foreign policy and the war on terror. Iraq and Afghanistan. Kerry initiated a gradual withdrawal from Iraq in early 2006, emphasizing regional diplomacy and NATO involvement. Afghanistan saw a refocus on nation-building. Kerry increased troop presence in 2005 to stabilize the situation. Osama bin Laden. With a renewed focus on intelligence and cooperation with Pakistan, Kerry's administration located and killed bin Laden in late 2007, months earlier than Obama did in our reality. This bolstered his credibility on national security. Hurricane Katrina, a different response. When Hurricane Katrina hit in August 2005, the Kerry administration responded swiftly. Federal aid was deployed quicker, FEMA leadership was restructured beforehand, and Kerry's prior criticism of FEMA under Bush led to proactive preparedness. Domestic policy, economy, immigration, and healthcare. 2007 to 2008 financial crisis. Kerry's economic team, including Robert Rubin and Paul Volcker, implemented early reforms. A Kerry version of Dodd-Frank was passed in 2007, helping to cushion the worst of the crash. Immigration reform. Kerry proposed comprehensive immigration reform in 2006, like Bush's plan. It passed the House, but failed in the Senate due to conservative resistance. Healthcare. By 2008, Kerry had passed a major healthcare bill, expanding public insurance options and offering subsidies, an early prototype of Obamacare, passed before the crash fully unfolded. John Edwards, the rise and fall. As vice president, John Edwards gained a higher national profile. However, the 2008 scandal involving his extramarital affair broke in this timeline as well, effectively ending his political career and ambitions for 2012 or beyond. The 2008 election. Kerry versus McCain. Republicans nominated John McCain, seeing him as the best chance to reclaim the White House. However, with bin Laden dead, the Iraq withdrawal complete, and early signs of recovery from the financial crisis, Kerry defeated McCain narrowly in 2008, securing a second term. Kerry's second term. A mandate for reform. Kerry entered his second term in 2009 with a modest Democratic majority in Congress and a public mandate, following the successful withdrawal from Iraq and the elimination of Osama bin Laden. His administration doubled down on economic recovery efforts, overseeing the implementation of a second stimulus package focused on infrastructure, clean energy, and green jobs, often referred to as the American Green Recovery Act. Internationally, Kerry worked to restore America's global standing by strengthening ties with European allies and mediating a peace framework between Israel and Palestine, though with limited success. Domestically, he continued to expand healthcare access through the creation of state-level public options and initiated a comprehensive climate bill, which narrowly passed the Senate in 2010. However, the midterm elections that year saw a Republican resurgence, leading to a gridlocked Congress in the final 2 years of his presidency. Despite partisan battles, Kerry issued several executive orders on immigration reform and environmental protections, solidifying his legacy as a pragmatic reformer who pushed American policy leftward, just enough to pave the way for a more progressive democratic future. The long-term impact. Climate change. Kerry rejoined global climate accords early and passed sweeping cap-and-trade legislation in 2009. Supreme Court. He appointed 2 liberal justices, shifting the ideological balance for a generation. Legacy. Kerry was remembered as a stabilizing force, a president who brought nuance back to foreign policy, and one who laid the groundwork for many Obama-era policies just earlier. Conclusion. A president who changed course. John Kerry's presidency in this alternate timeline marked a sharp departure from the neoconservative trajectory of the early 2000s. While not without challenges, his administration prioritized diplomacy, environmental responsibility, and social progress. He is remembered today as a president who altered the course of 21st century American politics, all hinging on the events of one pivotal night in 2004. What do you think? Write your opinion and version of the story in the comments below. Please be polite and kind. If you want to know what would have happened if Tilden became president instead of Hayes, click on the video on the left. Thanks for watching.